Hi, I'm Ryan Oman.
And I'm Nicole Oman.
And together we are the
Empowering
Omens
Omens
with the Golden Collective.
So today is Manifestation Monday, where we are working on the root chakra.
I am root, also known as Muladhara, which just means root. So that's a pretty simple one, which it should be simple because this is dealing with the body, dealing with the earth, dealing with survival and all of the things that are just the gross physical things that you deal with as a human being, as an animal, really. Because if you think about it, humans are part animal, part spirit. And so we have to find this wonderful balance between the two. And some people get really obsessed with spirit and completely disregard the animal side. And a lot of people get really obsessed with the animal side, work out really hard, eat everything, make sure they're very careful money, and all those things. But forget about the part that connects us to source, where our inspiration comes from, the reason why we're here and the reason that separates us from all the other animals on this planet.
And how we connect to each other. And that realizing it's not just about I, because that's also very root chakras. I.
Right.
It's me.
I. Got
it. And so it's realizing when we start to bring spirit and we start to bring the root or the human, that animal instinct, together, we meet in the heart. And that heart connects us to unity, connects us to the goodness for all beings involved, for the individual, the one, and the wholeness of all. We are one and we are one.
That's
and
right.
We're one,
and because it's Monday, we're now moving up the ladder. Nikki and I use this analogy of chutes and ladders, of climbing the ladder during the week, and at the end of the week, we slide down the ladder. So we're back at the base rung of the ladder. We're working our way back up. And today's theme, or this week's theme, is trust. We want to trust the process. And there's a lot that goes along with that. We pulled some cards about today, and the cards that we pulled are awareness and politics. So these particular cards, there's a lot going on here, right? So you can see one guy is behind the mask. That's the politics card, right? If you look at the other one, and they're actually coming through that veil, right? So these cards actually balance each other out really well. So if you're stuck behind the politics of whatever it is you're dealing with, whether it be your job or your partner or your family, and there's some politics, you might be hiding behind a mask trying to protect yourself from your authenticity. This awareness card is allowing you to pull that mask off and come back out and rebirth yourself into that authenticity that you have been missing while you're dealing with these politics, with these situations. And again, it could deal with home, or it could deal with family, or it could deal with work, it could be about money, whatever it may be. Just be aware that there's a separation there, and that's that mask. That mask is creating separation. We want to pull that mask away, and we want to give birth to that new experience.
And what I talked about yesterday, there are 4, right? I trust life, I trust God, I trust self, and I trust others. And this is really interesting because this brings in all 4, to be honest with you, because we have to trust life. This is where this rudimentary thing is. And then it's trusting ourselves, trusting others. But if we don't trust ourselves and trust others, of course we're going to put masks on. Because we're not going to want to show that. And so we have to look, the awareness card is literally this Buddha being birthed through our own shadow. And this is taking responsibility for our own politics. So you might be going through politics at work, and you might be going through politics with your family or at home, or maybe your mom, or, but we have to look at where we're showing up with our own politics, because sometimes we can't change them. Maybe it's even about politics, right?
Yeah, it's pure politics. We're getting to do another presidential campaign. Dear God.
Dear God.
While you're going through this, remember to take responsibility for where you're coming from. This may cause you to have that little fight or flight impulse, right? Because all of a sudden the light is shining on that dark shadow, that thing that's hiding behind the mask, and it doesn't want to be seen. You start shining light on that, and it's gonna react, right? It's gonna go into survival mode. So the best thing you can do in that situation is go into a place of stillness. The root chakra is all about stillness, and it's all about getting grounded. So if you can get grounded and still in your meditation, in whatever your process may be, and I highly encourage it to be physical, especially when we're on Monday and we're dealing with the body and we're dealing with the root chakra. Bring it into your body. Take those frustrations and that anger and those politics and whatever it may be that you're dealing with. It could be just your morning commute to work, and put it in your body and go do something physical. Manifest what you want by processing it through the body, okay?
And one thing that keeps running through my head about this politics thing is I want you to notice if you're trying, like, you don't like when people want to control what you believe or how you take action into the world. So we also have to look at how we want people to bend to our will as well, or build. That's part of the politics, okay? Because we got to trust ourselves and what is good for us, but we also have to trust others and that they have their own path, right? So allowing them to be them and you to be you. And that is really important with this energy of trust.
Absolutely. So as we get into our meditation today, what I want you to do is envision whatever it is that little shadow of you, not the people around you, right? Let's focus on you right now.
I am.
We're bringing it into the self. So focus on whatever that shadow may be for you, okay? As you're doing that, I want you to pull that mask away. Whatever that shadow may be, envision it as a mask and you're just pulling it off like a Scooby-Doo episode. And then, oh no, it was...
I'll get away with it, but if
it wasn't for you and your stupid dog. So we're going to pull that mask off and we're going to step into the more authentic version of ourselves. So imagine yourself breathing in that shadowy mask figure. And then we pull off the mask to reveal it with Scooby-Doo all the time. Oh, Raggy. Oh, no.
Wow. To put theirs on you. Allow you to root in, trust yourself, trust your life, trust in God, and even trust them a little more. It is so. It is so. It is so. It is so.
I forget how much I like the sound
of
the root chakra bowl. It's
so
really deep and grounding. So guys, this week, or especially this day, be still, okay? When things get a little bit rough and they get a little bit overwhelming, stop. Just stop. Breathe, be still. If you can, take your shoes off and get your feet in the soil, on the ground, get grounded, feel into that, and be as still as you can.
And just because someone has a different opinion than you, whether it be political or how they want to do it in your workplace, or how they want to do it in your home. It doesn't mean that yours is not effective and theirs is not effective. Don't go into that reaction place, but instead, like Ryan said, go into stillness. You could do it your way and they could do it theirs. And you might find that there's more harmony when you both begin to trust each other's process.
That was a very cool hand gesture.
Well, this is so perfect. The two snakes.
Yeah. Well,
coming
that's
together
that
and coming
Kundalini
out.
energy, right? Coming from the root all the way up and through all the chakras into the crown. Well, guys, we really appreciate you watching us, not watching us. We do that ourselves. So feel free to share, like, do all the things. Remember to turn on the little notification bell so you know when we are posting one of our videos. Also remember that if you want to dig deeper into your process and you need a community to do so, look no further than the Golden Collective. We're there to help you through your process. As a matter of fact, we're going to do that in a very physical way here. In about a month, we're going to be meeting in northern Michigan near Traverse City to do our next workshop, which is about communication and authenticity.
Getting into our own authenticity, my friends. So if you want any of that information, look at the links below. That will be up there. You can send us an email, or you can direct message us on Instagram, Facebook. You can even put a comment on YouTube, and we'll get a hold of you guys and let you know what's going on. Sweet. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for Tantric Tuesday.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's get it on.
Have a great day. Namaste.